Hello friends, in this video we shall learn vector subspace. Before defining the subspace, we shall see what is the vector space. Vector space is defined as follows. Let V be arbitrary non-empty set of objects on which two operations are defined, sum and scalar multiplication. If following axioms are satisfied by the objects U, V, W in set V, then set V together with two non-operations is called as vector space. The axioms are: first axiom, if U and V are objects in V, then U plus V is also object in V. That means addition is closed. The operation sum is closed. Second axiom, U plus V equal to V plus U. Addition is commutative. U plus V bracket complete plus W equal to U plus in bracket V plus W. Addition is associative. Fourth axiom, there exists object 0 in V such that U plus 0 equal to U, which is equal to 0 plus U for all U in set V. That means existence of additive identity. Fifth axiom, for each U in V, there exists minus U in V such that U plus minus U equal to 0 equal to minus U plus U. Existence of additive inverse. For a scalar k and a vector u in set V, we have ku in set V. Scalar multiplication is closed. K into u plus V equal to ku plus kV. Eighth property, k plus lu equal to ku plus lu. Ninth property, k into lu equal to kl into u. And tenth property, 1 into u equal to u. If a non-empty set V satisfies these 10 axioms, then it is called as vector space together with the two operations sum and scalar multiplication. Now we define subspace. A subset W of a vector space V is called subspace of V if W itself is a vector space under the operations addition and scalar multiplication defined on the set V. That means for W to be the subspace, W must be the subset of the vector space V, and that W must be vector space itself with the same operations addition and scalar multiplication defined on the vector space V. We shall see one statement of one theorem. If W is a set of one or more vectors from the vector space V, then W is a subspace of V if and only if following conditions holds. First condition, if U and V are vectors in W, then U plus V is also vector in W. And second property, for a scalar k and a vector U in W, we have Ku in W. That means for W to be the subspace of the vector space V, it is sufficient to prove the two conditions. The first operation addition is closed in W, and the scalar multiplication, this operation is closed in W. That means if U and V are vectors in W, V belongs to W, U plus V also belongs to W, and U belongs to W and K be the scalar implies Ku belongs to W. If these two properties are satisfied, then W is a subspace of V. Example, show that the set W of all 2 by 2 matrices having zeros on main diagonal is a subspace of the vector space M22 of all 2 by 2 matrices. Here, vector space is given as M22, which is a space of all 2 by 2 matrices. The objects of V are all 2 by 2 matrices. and W is a subset of this V in which main diagonal is 0. Elements on main diagonal are 0. Let V equal to M to 2 be the vector space of all 2 by 2 matrices. Let AB belongs to W. AB belongs to W, that by the definition of W, A must be, diagonal elements of A must be 0. That means A can be written as 0, A12, A21, 0. And B can be written as matrix 0, B12, B21, 0. Then Ka equal to 0, Ka2, K2, Ka21, 0. This Ka is a matrix which is a 2 by 2 matrix and its diagonal elements are also 0, therefore it belongs to W. Then sum A plus B. Matrix A plus B equal to matrix 0, A12 plus B12, A21 plus B21 and 0. It is also 2 by 2 matrix with diagonal element 0 and hence A plus B belongs to W. As addition is a clause in W, scalar multiplication is also closed in W. W is a subspace of the vector space M22. That means for showing that some subset of V is a subspace, it is sufficient to prove that addition and scalar multiplications are closed in the set. Now we'll define linear combination. A vector W is called a linear combination of the vectors u1, u2, u3, ur if W can be expressed as k1 u1 plus k2 u2 plus k3 u3 plus kr ur, where k1, k2, k3, kr are scalars. Example: consider vector v1 equal to 112, v2 equal to vector 101, v3 equal to vector 213, and v4 equal to vector 215. Show that vector v3 is a linear combination of vector v1 and v2. Further show that v4 is not linear combination of v1 and v2. In this example, we have to show that v3 is a linear combination of v1 and v2 and v4 is a not linear combination of v1 and v2. Suppose v3 equal to k1 v1 and plus k2 v2. As we have to write v3 as a linear combination of v1 and v2. Linear combination of v1 and v2 can be written as k1 into v1 plus k2 into v2. Therefore, we shall write in this way: v3 equal to k1 v1 plus k2 v2. We shall substitute values of v1 and v2. k1 into 112 plus k2 into vector 101. A vector v3 is nothing but 213. Therefore, we will get the equation 213 equal to vector k1 plus k2, k1 and 2k1 plus k2. We have multiplied by k1 to all the terms in bracket, by k2 to all the terms in bracket and added them. k1 plus k2, it is here. k1 plus 0 k2, that is k1 only. 2k1 plus k2, it is here. Therefore, 213 equal to k1 plus k2, k1, 2k1 plus k2. We know that two vectors are equal if their corresponding components are equal. We know that two vectors are equal if their corresponding components are equal. Therefore, k1 plus k2 equal to 2, k1 equal to 1 and k1 plus k2 equal to 3. We get three equations in two variables k1 and k2. From this, we obtain k1 equal to 1 and k2 equal to 1 from first two equation. And if we substitute these values in third equation, the third equation will be satisfied. 2 into 1 plus 1 equal to 2 plus 1 equal to 3. That means these values of k1 and k2 obtained from first two equations satisfies the third equation, and hence v3 is a linear combination of v1 and v2. V3 is a linear combination of V1 and V2. Now let us check V4. For checking V4 is a linear combination or not, we shall write V4 equal to K1 V1 plus K2 V2 and substitute the values. Value of V4 is 215 and K1 V1 plus K2 V2 is nothing but K1 plus K2, K1, 2K1 plus K2. And from this we will get three equations. K1 plus K2 equal to 2, K1 equal to 1 and 2K1 plus K2 equal to 5. Now we shall solve first two equations. From first two equations we get K1 equal to 1, K2 is also 1. If we substitute value of K2 and value of K1 in this equation, if we put value of K1 in this equation, we will get K2 is 1. These values do not satisfy third equation. If we substitute K1 equal to 1, K2 equal to 1 in third equation, we will get 2 into 1 plus 1 equal to 3 and 3 equal to 5. This is not correct. This is wrong and hence these values do not satisfy the third equation. So V4 is not linear combination of V1 and V2. Then we define linear span. Let V1, V2, V3, Vr be the vectors in vector space V, and if every vector of V can be expressed as a linear combination of V1, V2, V3, Vr, then vectors V1, V2, V3, Vr spans vector space V. Example, show that vectors I equal to 1 0 0, vector j equal to vector 0 1 0, vector k equal to 0 0 1 spans R cube. What we have to show? These are three vectors spans R cube. That means we have to prove that any vector in R cube can be expressed as a linear combination of k1 into I plus k2 into j plus k3 into k. For this, we suppose that A, B, C, this vector belongs to R cube. Then we can write A, B, C equal to A into vector 1 0 0 plus B into vector 0 1 0 plus C into vector 0 0 1, and that is nothing but AI plus BJ plus CK. This proves that any vector in R cube ABC can be expressed as AI plus BJ plus CK. That means any vector can be expressed as linear combination of the vectors I, J, K. Hence, I, J, K spans R cube. Second example, show that V1 equal to vector 1 1 2, V2 equal to vector 1 0 1, V3 equal to vector 2 1 3 do not span R cube. Again, let ABC be any vector in R cube. And suppose ABC can be expressed as linear combination of these three vectors K into 1 1 2 plus L into 1 0 1 plus M into 2 1 3. K, L, M are any three scalars. Their sum can be written as K plus L plus 2M. Then K plus 0L plus M. That is K plus M. Then 2K plus L plus 3M. In this way, we can write these three vectors. And from this, we get three equations. K plus L plus 2M equal to A. K plus M equal to B. 2K plus L plus 3M equal to C. This system of equations has a solution if determinant of coefficient is non-zero. We know that system of equations has a solution if the determinant of coefficients of the variables in that system is non-zero. We shall find out determinant. Determinant of coefficient is 1 1 2, 1 0 1, 2 1 3, and value of this determinant is 1 into 0 minus 1 minus 1 into 3 minus 2 plus 2 into 1 minus 0, which is minus 1 minus 1 plus 2, and it is equal to 0. And as the determinant of coefficients of the variables in the equation system of the equation is 0, system doesn't have any solution. As the system doesn't have any solution, the three vectors v1, v2, v3 do not span R cube. Example, express the vector 5, 9, 5 as a linear combination of vectors u equal to 2, 1, 4, vector v equal to 1, minus 1, 3, and vector w equal to 3, 2, 1. Let us suppose that 5, 9, 5 can be expressed as a linear combination of u, v, and w. Therefore, 5, 9, 5 equal to a into, therefore vector 5, 9, 5 equal to a into 2, 1, 4 plus b into 1, minus 1, 3 plus c into 3, 2, 5, which is nothing but 2a plus b plus 3c, a minus b plus 2c, and 4a plus 3b plus 5c. We have added three vectors, and as two vectors are equal, their corresponding components are equal. From this we get three equations: 2a plus b plus 3c equal to 5, a minus b plus 2c equal to 9, 4a plus b plus 5c equal to 5. We shall solve these three equations. For that, we shall write augmented matrix A, B. First three columns are coefficients of A, B, C variables in the three equations, and fourth column is a constant term in the equation to the right hand side, and hence augmented matrix AB becomes 2, 1, 3, 5. Second row 1, minus 1, 2, 9. Third row 4, 3, 5, 4. Now reduce this matrix to row echelon form. For that, we shall operate some row operations on this matrix so that it can be obtained in row echelon form. First, we require element 1 in first place, 1, 1 place. So we shall use the operation R12. That means interchange row 1 and 2. Write all the elements in first row in second row and elements from second row in first row. We will get this by writing elements of second row in first row and elements of first row in second row. We will get this matrix. Then we shall obtain R2 minus 2R1 and R3 minus 4R1. Why? Because for row echelon form, we have to make the elements below 1, leading element 1 as 0. In R1, leading element first a 1, 1 place element is leading element, and elements below that, that is 2 and 4, we have to make this 2 0. Therefore we have to subtract 2 times elements from first row, and hence we have used the operation R2 minus 2R1. Similarly, to make this 4 0, we have to subtract 4 times element of R1 from R3, R3 minus 4R1, and by using these operations we get this matrix. We have to operate this on whole row. Then 1 by 3 R2, because we have to make second leading element 1, that is second leading element is 1, that is element on second 2-tooth place, 2-tooth place, which is second row and second column, this element is 1, and so divide whole row by 3, 1 by 3 R2. Then to make element below that 0, leading element second leading element is 1, element below that 0, element below that is 7. Therefore to make this 7 0, we have to subtract 7 times elements of R2 from R3, and that gives this matrix. R3 minus 7 R2 gives this matrix. Then We have to make this third leading element 1, minus 2 by 3, 1. For that, we shall multiply third row by minus 3 by 2. By multiplying third row by minus 3 by 2, we get this operation, this matrix. Now, this matrix is in row echelon form. That means all leading elements are 1 and elements below that are 0. From this, we can write the equation. First column is for A, second for coefficient of B, and third column is coefficient of C. Therefore, A minus B plus 2C equal to 9. We shall write first equation from first row. A minus B plus 2C equal to 9. From second row, we shall write second equation. 0A plus B minus 1 by 3C equal to minus 13 by 3. That means B minus 1 by 3C, B minus 1 by 3C equal to minus 13 by 3. And from third row, we shall write third equation. 0A plus 0B plus 1C equal to 1. That means C equal to 1. By back substitution, we shall substitute the value of C in second equation. B equal to minus 13 by 3 plus 1 by 3, which is minus 4. And again we shall substitute these values of A and B in first equation. We will get A equal to 9 plus B minus 2C. And if we substitute these values, we will get A equal to 3. Thus, 5, 9, 5 can be expressed as 3 into 2, 1, 4 plus minus 4 into 1 minus 1, 3 plus 1 into 3, 2, 5. And that's why 5, 9, 5 can be expressed as 3 into 2, 1, 4 plus minus 4 into 1 minus 1, 3 plus 1 into 3, 2, 5. Linear independence. If S equal to set V1, V2, V3, Vr is a set of vectors, then these vectors are said to be linearly independent if for the equation K1 V1 plus K2 V2 plus K3 V3 plus so on Kr Vr equal to 0, there is a unique solution K1 equal to K2 equal to K3 equal to so on Kr equal to 0. Here S is called linearly independent set. Otherwise, S is linearly dependent. If all coefficients are in the linear combination are 0, then linearly independent, otherwise linearly dependent. We shall solve the example. S equal to set 1 to V1, V2, V3, where V1 equal to vector 2 minus 1, 0, 3, V2 is vector 1, 2, 5 minus 1, V3 is a vector 7 minus 1, 5, 8. This is linearly dependent because 3 into V1 plus V2 minus V3 equal to 0. And the coefficients in the linear combination are non-zero. That's why S equal to V1, V2, V3 is linearly dependent. Example. The set of polynomials P1 equal to 1 minus x, P2 equal to 5 plus 3x minus 2x square, P3 equal to 1 plus 3x minus x square is linearly dependent because 3P1 minus P2 plus 2P3 equal to 0. Try this, check this. Here, coefficients of P1, P2, P3 are non-zero. That's why this set of polynomials is linearly. That's why this set of polynomial is linearly dependent. Verify whether the set of vectors v1 equal to 1 minus 2 3, v2 equal to vector 5 6 minus 1, v3 equal to vector 3 2 1 form linearly dependent or independent set. We have to check whether these is linearly dependent or linearly independent. For this, we shall consider a into v1 plus b into v2 plus c into v3 equal to 0. That is a into 1 minus 2 3, b into 5 6 minus 1, c into 3 2 1 equal to 0. And if we add these vectors, we get a plus 5b plus 3c minus 2a plus 6b plus 2c, 3a minus b plus c equal to 0, 0, 0. Two vectors are equal if their corresponding components are equal, and hence we will get a plus 5b plus 3c equal to 0, minus 2a plus 6b plus 2c equal to 0, 3a minus b plus c equal to 0. If we solve this equation, for solving this equation, we write augmented matrix AB is equal to first column is a coefficient of A, second column is coefficient of B, third column is coefficient of C, and fourth column is elements to the right hand side of the equality, that are 0, 0, 0. This is augmented matrix. We have to convert it in echelon form. Its first element is already 1. Therefore, we shall make elements in first column, in second row and third row 0. For that, we have to add 2 times element in second row is minus 2. We have to add 2 times R1, 2 times elements of first row. That means R2 plus 2R1. And element in third row is 3. For this, we have to subtract 3 times elements in R1 from third row. That is why we have used R3 minus 3R1, and we will get this equation. Then, to make second element leading element 1, we shall divide. We shall we shall add R2 to the elements of R3, and we will get third row 0. By applying the operation R3 plus R2, we get third row 0. Now we divide by 16 to every element of R2. We will get this matrix, and from this A plus 5b plus 3c equal to 0 and b plus 1 by 2 c equal to 0, we get two equations. If c equal to t, because as there are less number of equations than number of variable, we have to assume one variable as dummy variable, and we shall put the value of c as a t. We get b equal to minus 1 by 2t and a equal to minus 1 by 2t. If you put t equal to 1, then the coefficients are non-zero, and hence the vectors are linearly dependent. Hence vectors are linearly dependent. Example, verify whether vectors 2 minus 1 4, 3 6 2, 2 10 minus 4 are linearly dependent. Let u equal to 2 minus 1 4, vector v equal to 3 6 2, vector w equal to 2 10 minus 4. Suppose linear combination is 0, AU plus BV plus CW equal to 0. Substitute values of UVW, A into 2 minus 1 4 plus B into 3 6 2 plus C into 2 10 minus 4 equal to 0. From this, we can, by adding, we get 2A plus 3B plus 2C minus A plus 3B plus 10C, 4A plus 2B minus 4C equal to 0, 0, 0. From this, we get three equations. 2A plus 3B plus 2C equal to 0, minus A plus 3B plus 10C equal to 0, 4A plus 2B minus 4C equal to 0. For solving these equations, we construct a augmented matrix of this form. First column is coefficient of A, second column is coefficient of B, third column is coefficient of C, and fourth column is constant term to the right hand side, that are 0, 0, 0. Now we shall try to reduce this matrix to echelon form. For that, to make first element 1, divide all elements in first row by 2. That means operate 1 by 2 R1. Then to make the elements in first column 0, 0, other elements in first column 0, 0. For making second element in second row 0, element in second row is minus 1. Therefore, add plus 1. That means add elements in R1. So we have used the operation R2 plus R1. For element in third row, there is a 4. We have to subtract 4 times element in first row. Therefore, R3 minus 4 R1. And by performing these operations, we get the matrix. Then we shall interchange rows R2 and R3, R2, 3. We will get this matrix. As there is minus 4, we are dividing by minus 4 to the elements of R2, we will get this. Then make element in third row, second column 0. For that, use the operation R3 minus 9 by 2 R2. From these equations are A plus 3B 3 by 2B plus C equal to 0, B equal to 0, 11C equal to 0. Hence, A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 0. And this shows that U, V, W are linearly independent. Dear friends, if you like this video, subscribe the channel and don't forget to press bell icon to get updates about the videos uploaded by the channel. Thank you. See you in next video.